When people talk about greatness in sports, one name always stands above almost everyone else: Michael Jordan. But what made him so special? Was it only his 6 championships and amazing highlights with the Chicago Bulls? Or was there something deeper behind his success? Michael Jordan was not just a basketball player. He became one of the first global sports icons who truly understood the power of public image. He didn't only play the game, he carefully shaped how the world saw him. So here is the big question. How did Michael Jordan control his public image so well that he became more than an athlete and turned into a global symbol? Was it his winning mindset, his personality, or the way he handled the media? Let's break it down in a simple and human way. If you enjoy stories like this, make sure to like this video, subscribe to GOAT Report, and stay tuned for more deep looks into the legends of sports. Building the image of a winner. From the very start of his career, Michael Jordan built a very clear identity. He did not want to be seen as just a good player or even just a star. He wanted to be known as a winner, someone who always delivers when the pressure is highest. While playing for the Chicago Bulls, he became known for his strong competitive spirit. Every game mattered to him. Every shot, every possession, every moment felt important. He played with a level of intensity that made people notice quickly. Because of that mindset, winning became the base of his public image. In sports, success builds respect faster than anything else. And Jordan proved that with 6 NBA championships. Those titles helped shape the idea that he was not just great, but someone who could not be stopped when it really mattered. But even with all this success, winning alone was not enough to fully control how people saw him. On the court, his actions spoke loudly. But off the court, he still needed to be careful about his image, his words, and how the world viewed him beyond basketball, staying focused and avoiding distractions. One key part of Michael Jordan's public image was his focus. From early in his career, he tried to avoid unnecessary distractions in public. He did not often get involved in drama or controversy in front of cameras. Instead, he stayed focused on one main thing: basketball. This made him look very disciplined and serious. Fans and media often described him as someone who cared deeply about excellence and doing things the right way. Even when pressure was high, Jordan usually kept his emotions under control in public situations. On the court, he was intense, emotional, and very competitive. But off the court, he stayed calm, simple, and direct in how he spoke and acted. This clear difference helped people see him as a focused professional. That balance between intensity in games and calmness in public was an important part of how his image was built and remembered. The power of media control. Michael Jordan also understood something very important. The media shapes how the world sees you. He was not someone who shared everything about his private life. He did not constantly talk about personal details or open up about every part of his life. Instead, he chose carefully when and how to speak. This helped him stay in control of his own story. He worked closely with his longtime agent David Falk to manage interviews, endorsements, and public appearances in a smart way. Jordan did not avoid the media completely. He actually used it in a careful and controlled way. When he chose to speak, people listened closely because it felt important. And when he chose to stay silent, that silence also sent a strong message. This balance helped him protect his image and keep a strong, focused public identity throughout his career in the Chicago Bulls era. Be like Mike and the power of branding. One of the biggest parts of Michael Jordan's public image came from branding. His partnership with Nike changed sports marketing forever. Together, they created the famous Air Jordan line. This was not just about shoes. It became a global identity. People around the world started to connect the name Jordan with success, style, and winning. The brand made him bigger than basketball itself. Another important part was the Be Like Mike campaign, especially through G.O.A.T. It showed Jordan as someone many people looked up to. The message was simple: if you want success, discipline, and greatness, follow the example of Michael Jordan. This kind of marketing helped shape a very powerful public image. It did not just show him as a player on the court. It showed him as a symbol of excellence and hard work. Because of this, people did not only see him as an athlete. They saw him as a role model and global icon, creating a private life in a public world. One of the most important things Michael Jordan did was separate his public life from his private life. In public, he was Michael Jordan. the athlete, the champion, and the fierce competitor who played for the Chicago Bulls. But in private, he was much more careful and guarded. He did not share everything about his personal life with the world. Instead, he kept many parts of his life away from cameras and media attention. This choice was very important for his image. Because of this, people saw him as someone with mystery around him. And in the world of fame, mystery often makes people even more curious. When fans do not know everything, they want to know more. This curiosity made his public image even stronger. It kept people talking about him, watching him, and respecting him not only as a player, but also as a global icon whose life felt larger than basketball itself. Handling pressure and controversy. Like all global sports stars, Michael Jordan also faced criticism and rumors during his career. In sports media, there were discussions about his very intense competitiveness, his strong personality, and reports about gambling activities. These topics were widely covered in sports journalism at the time and often sparked public debate. Jordan did not always respond to every story in public. Instead, in many cases, he chose not to engage deeply with the media noise. He focused his energy on what he could control, his performance on the court while playing for the Chicago Bulls. On the court, his response was always through results. That became a key part of his identity. When pressure increased, he often performed even better, showing stronger focus in big moments. This reaction helped shape how fans saw him. Instead of being defined by rumors, his image was mostly shaped by his performance, success, and ability to deliver when it mattered most. The power of iconic moments. Another major reason Michael Jordan controlled his public image so well was his ability to create unforgettable moments. He was known for hitting game-winning shots, especially during the playoffs and in the NBA Finals with the Chicago Bulls. One of the most famous moments came in the 1998 NBA Finals when he made the final shot in Game 6 against the Utah Jazz. This moment became one of the most iconic plays in basketball history and added even more to his reputation as a clutch performer. These moments were not just seen once. They were replayed many times on television, in documentaries, and in highlight videos. Each replay made his image stronger in the minds of fans. Because of this, people did not only remember him as a great player, they remembered him as the player who always delivered when the pressure was at its highest and everything was on the line. The Dream Team and global recognition. Michael Jordan's role in the 1992 U.S. Olympic basketball team, known as the Dream Team, helped grow his global image. Playing with other NBA legends, he became one of the main faces of basketball on the world stage. This moment made his fame bigger than the NBA. He was no longer just an American star playing for the Chicago Bulls. He became a global icon, and millions of new fans around the world discovered him during this time. Leadership image, silent but strong. Michael Jordan was not always loud as a public leader, but his leadership on the court was very clear. Playing for the Chicago Bulls, he led by example. He pushed his teammates to play at a higher level and always demanded excellence from himself and others. Some people saw his style as very intense, even harsh at times, but many others saw it as a strong commitment to winning. This helped build his image as a leader who deeply cared about success, retirement, comebacks, and public attention. Michael Jordan's career also included retirements and comebacks. When he first retired in 1993 from the Chicago Bulls, it shocked the sports world. He then played baseball for a short time before returning to basketball, which created huge global attention. Each stage of his journey added more depth to his public image. His return to the NBA and later success showed him as a competitor who could not stay away from the game for long. These moments kept him always in the spotlight. Legacy. When you look at everything together, it becomes clear that Michael Jordan's public image was not accidental. It was carefully shaped over time. He built it through winning at the highest level with the Chicago Bulls, smart media control, strong branding with Nike and the Air Jordan line, and by keeping his private life limited. Big moments on the court and global events like the Dream Team also helped. All of this created something rare. He became a symbol of greatness, not just a basketball player. So what really made Michael Jordan different from everyone else? Was it only talent? Was it just winning with the Chicago Bulls? Or was it something deeper that shaped how the world sees him? The truth is, it was everything working together. He played at the highest level, but he also understood something very important. How people see greatness matters just as much as greatness itself. He built his image through strong performances, smart branding, and careful control of his public life. That is why his story still feels powerful even today. So here's the final question. Was Michael Jordan just a basketball player, or was he something much bigger than that? Because in the end, he didn't only play the game. He built a legacy that the world will never forget. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like this video, subscribe to GOAT Report, and stay tuned for more stories about the greatest legends in sports history.